Welcome back, guys. We have a battle against Jeremie. He has a few Pokemon similar to mine, and my main concern is this Palafin that he has. But I see that my Dragonite can take out the majority of his team, at least about 4 Pokemon, and then the other 2 have to do some work. So what I want to do is actually leave with Dragonite and see if I can probably do a sweep. So as opposed to using Dragonite almost last, I just want to start off with her, and potentially sweep. But we'll see if we can actually get that done. Jeremie is also pretty good, so let's see how it goes. He leaves with Palafin, so we all know what's coming. I'm not sure if he's gonna use like something like Ice Punch or maybe just go for the flip turn. And I'm just double checking to see if I want to switch into maybe Glamora or something. But I think I'm going to use the Dragon Dance here. Try to get the momentum going. See if I can get a sweep. So let's see what he brings out. So he sends out Glamora. I'm not sure if this thing is sashed or what other item he has. So what I'm thinking is go straight for the Earthquake and also Terrastalize, because I'm not sure what he's running, and a Power Gem could do a lot of damage to non-Terrastalized Dragonite. So let's see if we can just knock him out in one go. Okay, so thankfully he wasn't sashed, but he gets a Toxic Spikes off for this ability. So now let's see what he sends out. So he sends out the Mauso. I know these things run Terra Ghost, but and then my extreme speed actually does about 97% to 107% after Dragon Dance. So I was expecting a one-shot. Earthquake also does about 90-ish% or so, but he actually does Terrastalize here, and unfortunately it's Terra Ghost. What I probably should have done here is switch out to the snake Pokemon. I'm not too used to using him, but I should have switched out them and actually let him take some Rocky Helmet damage, or probably predict and switch out into Cerulege. So right now, Greed cost me lost my Dragonite this early in the match, and this actually could have been a sweep, unfortunately. So now we're gonna have to improvise and see if we can win this battle by using what I have remaining. So now in this case, I want to use Earthworm. That's his name, guys. Earthworm. So at this point, I want to set up. He uses Super Fang. Very, very valuable move. But the Rocky Helmet finally takes him out. And at this point, there's only so many Pokemon he can actually go into. And I think he's going to use Cerulege. That's what he ends up sending out. So we all know what's going to happen here. Either he's going to set up or use, the Swords Dance. So my only play here is actually to either switch into my own Cerulege or use Earthquake. But I actually want to get some damage off on this thing. We'll see right now if it's sashed or not. And it definitely is sashed. So I'm thinking heavily on my next play. I can either go into my own Cerulege and revenge kill this thing with Shadow Sneak, or leave Earthworm in and just allow him to gain a few bit of HP back. But and I could have also ran into something else, but I decided to actually stay in here and sack Earthworm, because there's only so much he could have done on my team. I'm still deciding. ultimately, I left him in. So he gained some HP back, but the Rocky Hammer damage, you know, chips him away a bit. So finally, at this point, I'm deciding what I should do. I actually need to get some hazards up, so I send in Glamora. Okay, so I get rid of his poison spikes, which is very crucial. And keep in mind, he doesn't have his Glamora anymore. So he goes for the Bitter Blade, and my Glamora has pretty good bulk. But what I want to do is actually to get rid of this thing, even though I have means of getting it out of the way with use my other Pokemon. But yeah, I got my Toxic Spikes up by him damaging my Glamora, and I also got to finish him off. So he sends out his Golden-Go. And I know that he's on an air balloon. He's not scarfed or anything, but what I want to do is actually get my rocks up here. Because I actually know he has that Palafin in the back, and I need to get as much damage off on the thing as possible. So he goes for the nasty plot. And keep in mind now, this guy isn't scarfed, and my timid Glamora has more natural speed than this thing. So I'm just thinking about my next play here, whether I should stay in and chip this thing down a bit and then revenge kill it, or, you know, potentially make another play. I'm just checking out the stage right now to see what's happening, but ultimately I decide to, you know, maybe stay in and get some damage on this thing and then just finish it off later. So I end up going for the Power Gem. He actually goes to Make It Rain when I actually also expected him to go for a Shadow Ball and take something out, maybe even predicting something else. So what I decide to do here, keep in mind now, my bankroll is Scarf and Zero can actually take this thing out with a Shadow Sneak or something. But again, I got very greedy in this fight. Firstly with Dragonite, and now with this Golden-Go. So keep in mind now, I want to get the SD off here, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks that my Cerulege is Adam in nature, not Jolly. I brought the wrong set. So yeah, greed again got the best of me. So he knocks me out, 2-hit KO. So at this point, I'm thinking I screwed up this match. There's no way for me to come back. What in the world can I do? But I end up setting out Golden-Go. A lot of persons I battle in this tournament, they have not expected Scarf Golden-Go. And keep in mind, he has so much natural special attack. My Shadow Ball from that percentage can knock him out. So he sends out Bellybolt. Keep in mind now, my Dragonite could have taken this thing out so easily, but at least I got some hazards damage on this thing, and I can only do so much at this point. So I'm just gonna stay in, keep in mind I'm Scarf, and I'm just gonna spam Shadow Ball, see what I can do. I know this thing mostly just carries electric moves. It doesn't have a lot of variety, but yeah, he has a Citrus Berry, and I find out that he has the substitute, so I'm a bit worried here. But, you know, the poison damage is still doing some work. But I still can only stay in on this thing. So, the thing I can do is spam the Shadow Ball. So he goes for a Parabolic Charge. It's an interesting set because he can actually self-sustain himself. But, you know, with the poison damage going, and Golden-Go is raw, at raw special attack, this Bellybolt really cannot take another Shadow Ball. Thankfully, we're able to take it out. He's down to his last Pokemon, and we all know this little dolphin is a monster. I mean, just look at this guy. He's a Giga Chad. So now with the poison damage ticking, we can make several plays here, but the game actually lags. He would have wave crashed and taken out my golden go. So I send out my Quavel, and he proceeds to continually use the wave crash. He has recall damage going and the poison damage ticking. And we're able to finish him off with a close combat. So he did not have the Zen headbutt and several other moves, but always respect your opponent. Never get too greedy. Good game, Jeremie. And I wish I played better. And I'm pretty sure you did not do your best as well. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys.